السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, today we are going to continue from where we stopped in the previous lesson. And if you can remember, in the previous lesson we were looking at I'adatul Marid, the lesson titled I'adatul Marid. That was the lesson number 34, and now we got to this particular point, where he was the mutakallim, the one speaking, was telling us how he visited one of his friends who was sick, and then his friend was speaking, and then he informed him that la wala ashtahi ta'am. He said a lot of things, and he ended it by saying that he doesn't have desire for food, and that was where we stopped. So we are coming to continue from that point. So Hamid now says that la bas. So Hamid is the one who is doing the visit. Hamid is the one who's doing the visit. So he says that la bas tahurun insha'Allah. Don't, or no problem. La bas, we mean no problem. We usually use this la bas to mean no problem. Tahurun insha'Allah. The illness that you are going through, or the illness that has afflicted you, is a purification, insha'Allah. Is a purification. The illness is a purification, insha'Allah. وَهَلْ عَادَكَ طَبِيبٌ. And has a doctor visited you? He is still asking. قال Hussein. Hussein says that Hussein is the one who is sick. Naam, yes. قد عادني طبيب أمس. A doctor visited me yesterday. وموعده الآن. And his appointed time is now. Bimana, his point, the time that we have scheduled to meet. That's what we term as Maw-id. Maw-idun means appointed time. Assuming you will tell one of your friends, let's meet at so and so place at so and so time. Let's say 5:30 p.m. Let's meet at this place at 5:30 p.m. So we see that is al-Maw-id. That is the time, the appointed time. That is Maw-id. So for example, Firaun and then Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, they had an appointed time. That Firaun is telling Musa, let's make a time where we can come and then we showcase, we prove to the people that what you have brought is magic. We bring something that is more severe than that. So he says, Mawa'idukum yawmuz zina. Musa is suggesting, Mawa'idukum yawmuz zinati wa an yuhshara an-nasu duha. The appointed time is the day of adornment. So as I said, Maw'id is what? An appointed time. So Mawa'idul an, the appointed time, or the time that we have agreed to meet, is this time. Walam yajlis Hamidun illa qalilan. And Hamid didn't sat. Walam yajlis, bimana he didn't sat illa qalilan, except a little. Yes, it's literally saying that he didn't remain except a little. Hatta hadara tabib, until the doctor was present. Bimana he didn't sit for a long time and the doctor was present. Fajassa yada Husseinin. The doctor, Jassa. When we say Jassa, mama, Jassa. Jassa means to examine. It's not necessary to examine. Examine by touching. When you touch something, to have a feeling, to examine how the thing feels. That's what we term as Jassa. I hope that is clear. So he says that Fajassa yada Hussein. When someone is sick and then a doctor is holding the hand of the patient, and then he's just looking at whether the blood veins or whatever the doctor is looking at, and then the doctor is examining him by that touch and feeling. He touch the body of the person, and then he's trying to examine certain things. That's what it was just to touch in order to examine. To have a feeling Okay, so that is Jassa. So فَجَسَّ يَدَ Hussein, he examined the hands of Hussein, وَقَاسَ الْحَرَارَةَ, and then he measured the heat. Here is not heat, he mean temperature. Okay, we say darajatul harara, that is normally what we term as temperature, darajatul harara, but here you just say al harara. Normally if it is standing alone, we say that is heat. Okay, but here in this context it means temperature. His meaning darajatul harara. So waqasa al hararata, bimana he measured the temperature. Qasa means to measure. Okay, qasa yaqisu, okay, to measure something. He measured. So he says that wamtahana sadra bisama'ati. So wamtahana, we all know imtihan is examination. So imtahana is the verb which means to examine. Imtahana yamtahinu. Imtahana, he examined. Yamtahinu, he is examining. Okay, wamtahana sadra, he examined the chest, the chest of Hussein, the patient. Bisama'ati, with sama'ati. What do you mean by sama'ati? Sama'atun normally, or in his when it is alone, like in his own, it means the earpiece. The earpiece, you have an earpiece that you use on your phone or any device, then you listen to something. That is the sama'atun. But here what he means is as-sama'atu tibbiya. We have something now called as-sama'atu tibbiya. It's just sama'atu, but you add tibbiya, which means the medical earphones. We call it, I think they call it a stethoscope or something that the doctors or nurses, they use. Okay, they use it, and it is like earphones. You know that thing, it's like earpiece. So that is similar to, that's the thing he's talking about. Wamtahana sadra, he measured, he examined his chest using that stethoscope. Okay, I don't know whether that is the actual name. Okay, so as I said, as-sama'atu normally means on its own means the earphones or the earpiece. Okay, but sama'atu tibbiya is the one the doctors use, not an earpiece. So wa abda al-irtiyaha. So after he examined his chest with this stethoscope, abda al-irtiyaha. Abda here means that it revealed. Abda al-irtiyaha, it revealed. Irtiyahun means satisfaction. Irtiyahun is what we term as satisfaction or contentment. So abda al-irtiyah, it revealed satisfaction, a satisfactory result. He saw that he was recovering. That's what he simply means. Okay. وَغَيَّرَ فِي الْوَصْفَةِ قَلِيلًا. The doctor غَيَّرَ فِي الْوَصْفَةِ قَلِيلًا. The doctor made changes. غَيَّرَ means to change. Okay, غَيَّرَ, he changed. يُغَيِّرُ, he is changing. So وَغَيَّرَ فِي الْوَصْفَةِ. When we see wasfatun is the prescription. You have a prescription, a doctor give a prescription. That's the word we term as the wasfatun. Okay, so وَغَيَّرَ فِي الْوَصْفَةِ قَلِيلًا, he changed the prescription a little bit. Bimana, he has certain prescriptions that he have given to the patient to be relying on. So he has changed certain things in it. Okay, because he sees that there is some improvement. So he says that waqala, and then he said, innahu bari'un bihamdillah. He is the one who is recovering. Okay, bihamdillah. So when we say bari'un, the verb here is bari'a yabra'u. Bari'a. Okay, just the same origin. Bari'a. So the first one, bari'a, like here. Bari'a yabra'u, which means that just the same letters as you can see here is the same letters. Just use the same letters, bara and then the hamza. So bari'a, which means that he recovered. Yabra'u, he is recovering. Bari'un is the one who is recovering. That is ism fa'il. So innahu bari'un bihamdillah, he is recovering bihamdillah. And I have explained hamd. Alhamd means al-madhu wa shukr, okay, by the praise and thanks of Allah. So also abahu, and he recommended also, I have mentioned this, like we have wasiyatun. Wasiyatun is when someone dies and then he leaves behind a will. It's like that's what it must wasiyah. But when he leaves behind a will, of course, it's a recommendation. He recommend that so this property should be given to this person and that. So there are just recommendation that the person write before he died. So that's what we tell me was here. Okay, so the verb is also to leave a will, to leave behind a will, or to give a recommendation. Okay, so also Abahu, he recommended his father, the father of Hussein, the patient, bi an yahmiya Husaynan, that Hussein should be protected from. The verb is hama yahmi. Hama yahmi is like to protect someone from something, to avoid, to make the person avoid something. That's what it means, hama yahmi. Okay, so if he says that bi an yahmiya Husaynan kaza wa kaza, that Hussein should be protected, or they should make sure that he avoid so and so. Or how that is clear. Hama yahmiya or hama yahmi means to protect against, to prevent someone against something. Okay, so be an yahmiya Husaynan al-ma al-barida, with that Hussein should be prevented from cold water, was zayta, and oil. Okay, and oil. Zayt is the oil. Wal khuruja, or fat. Fat can also be zayt. Wal khuruja fil hawa, and going out in the air. What tap and stress. So he should prevent. The doctor recommended that they should protect him from all these things. Wa yasqiyahu al-labana, and he should be given milk to drink. Wa ma ash-sha'ir, and barley water. Okay, sha'ir is barley, so ma ash-sha'ir, barley water. Wa ma al-fawakih, and fruit juice. This one literally translation fruit water. Okay, fruit water, but he's talking about fruit juice. Okay, the doctor recommended that they should give him this. Okay, وَجَلَسَ حَامِدٌ قَلِيلًا, Hamid sat for a little. Jalasa Hamidun qalilan, Hamid sat for a little. وَقَالَ, and he said, إِنَّ الْعَائِدَ إِذَا أَطَالَ الْجُلُوسَ عِنْدَ الْمَرِيضِ شَقَّ عَلَيْهِ وَعَلَى أَهْلِ بَيْتِهِ. So he says that إِنَّ الْعَائِدَ, indeed the one who is doing the visitation. Al-A'id bimana man qama bi fi'li iyada. This is an ism fa'il, the one who does iyada, the one who does visitation. That's what we term as al-A'id. Okay, so he says that inna al-A'ida, the verb is ada. Okay, and as I've mentioned that at the beginning of the lesson. Okay, the one who is doing it is the A'id. So in al-A'id, the visitor, okay, the one who is doing the visitation, Iza atol al-julusa, if he prolongs sitting, if he prolongs the sitting, in the marid, with the patient, shaqqa alayhi, he makes things difficult on him, wa ala ahli baytihi, and on the people of his house. Fa'asta'zinu, so I seek permission. Asta'zinu, I seek permission. Wa ansorifu, and I will leave. Wa a'udu, insha'Allah, gadan, and I will visit, insha'Allah, tomorrow. So this is what Hamid said, and then he left the place. And of course, this is the end of this particular lesson. Inshallah, we'll try to continue with a new lesson in the next session. Okay, inshallah, if there's any problem, any concern, or any question, try to contact us, and inshallah we will respond to you. جزاكم الله خيرا وبارك الله لي ولكم في قرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.